Everyone has human rights. Children are, of course, human too, and they enjoy many of the rights that adults do in international human rights treaties. What many people don't know is that there's also a treaty that's dedicated just to children, the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child. We'll take a closer look at the convention later, but it's important to understand that the idea that children should have rights dates much further back. There's been a long-standing focus on protecting vulnerable children as a charitable response to suffering. However, at the start of the 20th century, some activists started promoting the idea that children should have rights. In the aftermath of the First World War, Eglantine Jebb and others campaigned for the first international declaration of the rights of the child in 1924. An expanded version of this was adopted by the United Nations in 1959. During the International Year of the Child in 1979, Poland proposed that there should be a convention for children. Over the next decade, countries around the world debated and negotiated the text of what would become the most widely supported human rights treaty the UN ever produced, the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child.